Hey team, welcome to the October team meeting. First, I just want to say congrats and great job on a huge October. I don't have the exact count of rooms, but we did a massive amount of business in October. So kudos to everybody for holding everything all together here. Recap of some recent events. Just want to let you guys know that our hotel is leading the market out here in Overland Park. We have been, but we've been crushing it lately. Our other hotels we compete with, Sheridan and DoubleTree, are just getting cooked. So they can't keep up with the with our room rate, with the amount of business we're doing. So just want to let you guys know you work at a really booming hotel here. So. Recently, we had the light pole get completed in the parking lot back there. Allegiant Electric got that wrapped up. It's looking good. We had Johnson Controls come out for fire extinguisher inspections, and they did some servicing on some of them that were expired. I think we had some like 20 expired that they serviced for us. The walk-in freezer is finally, I think, in a good spot. They had to replace a temperature sensor in there, a control board in there, and then we added some door hardware to make sure those freezer doors are staying nice and tightly shut. So should be in good shape on the freezer. We had that big power outage during linemen's. I'm going to try to put together a new list of some issues that we had to deal with after that power outage. It took us a few days to get it all kind of pulled together. So even just now, I just went and had to power cycle a few treadmills. I'm not sure if that's what that came from or what, but they were kind of glitched out. And this is a week later. So another thing, we just got a new table in the back of the shop. So Jason, you can take your table home. I know I texted you that, but a couple chairs back there. And again, guys, I don't mind if we eat back there, take breaks back there. Just try not to be sitting at the damn table the whole shift. We had a problem with that before. With a couple gentlemen, and it's not an issue really anymore as much, so let's just keep it that way. A couple things to improve on: stay organized. You guys have all been busting your butt getting a bunch of these areas cleaned out, and we're trying to work on putting some different types of items in different places, different storage rooms, kind of separating things out a little bit. Great job on that, but let's all stay on the same page. Let's continue working on that, working towards that. And then once we finally get things all where we want it, let's keep it that way, and not get unorganized again. So keep the shop doors open at all times. If the maintenance department's open, the shop doors need to be open. So we had a situation last weekend where housekeeping was having problems with their printer. Then they weren't able to come in and access our printer when they needed to print some things out. So let's keep the doors open. We got a new, I was going to talk about this on the forward-looking part, but I'll just mention it now. The room that used to be kind of the archive room down by the paint room on second floor, that's going to be the tool crib or the tool lockup now. So we're going to put most of our valuable corded tools and all those things are going to be locked up in that room, which will allow us to make sure that the shop can be left open and we don't have anything too valuable to worry about. I don't think anybody that works here is going to come gank anything from us, but in the event that somebody's got sticky fingers, there won't be too many high-end items in the shop anymore for anyone to take. So also make sure you're locking up your personal belongings and your valuables in your lockers back there, and that will also allow us to keep the shop open without being paranoid about people. So punch edit forms, you guys are getting better, but I'm still seeing a lot of them. A couple of you guys are neck and neck for the championship this year on the most punch edits. I'll have to do the official count. I'm going to get a trophy made that we hang up in the shop with your names on it. I'm just kidding, but let's try to continue to be able to clock in and out on our phones and take care of business like we should. Our GSS scores, our guest survey scores, are not doing the best. They're not terrible, but we could improve. Unfortunately, most of the issues are related to water pressure, noise in the hallways, elevator noise, things that really aren't in our control. Noisy fan coil unit fans. Never seen a single complaint about you guys and your service or not taking care of the guests or treating them right. But if you could, just try to schmooze them, be nice, make them feel special, make them feel like we care, you know. I know a lot of us have worked in a lot of industries, but right now we're all working in hospitality. I know you're tool workers and you're tradesmen, but you just so happen to be also in a public-facing role. So be sweet, get smiley, okay, and let's make those guests happy, please. After the first of the year, I'll get more chocolates. We'll try to do another push on getting that down like a routine where we're handing those out a lot, but we're out of them right now, and I'm trying to make sure I'm spending money smart the rest of the year. So last thing is if you guys are taking tools or using things, which we do all day every day, try to put them back in their home. Everything, it's just like at your house. All the tools, all the things we have should have a place in your mind that they belong. So things like the fans for the floors, the dehumidifiers is just an example. This isn't that big of a deal, but we used to keep those in the second floor electrical room where we had 3 or 4 fans, 3 or 4 dehumidifiers, and now they're kind of here and there and everywhere. So those aren't specifically a problem. I mean, we don't need them that often, but just as an example, moving forward, we need to find homes for everything as we're reorganizing and kind of moving things to new spots. And then from that point forward, we need to put things back where they go. And if you're grabbing tools out of my office or my desk drawer or anything like that, please put them back. I go to grab stuff and I want it to be there. So I don't mind if you guys come in my office and grab whatever you need, but just don't take my stuff. So recognition this month, Saeed and Mike cleaned the paint room. I know Mike was in on the carpentry shop a little bit. Josh, great job on the carpentry shop. Saeed cleaned off the workbench. Saeed cleaned the electrical room across from the front desk, and just we're making awesome progress on getting some of these spaces together. Keep it up, guys. Great job. I want to recognize Josh. He's been communicating things really well to me, leaving notes and texting, calling, letting me know what's going on. That's a big help. Jason, you're always solid with that. Also want to, and Josh, good job on the power outage. Josh was here by himself and had a lot going on. Way to keep a cool temperament. I got here as quick as I could, and we took care of all the issues. No biggie. Jacob, good job on on Transcendent. Jacob figured out how that we can get work requests that people, the front desk and housekeeping, they put them in the GXP program. It generates a work order that goes to Transcendent. And so more to come on that, but we're getting closer to being able to use our iPad or maybe even our department phone, bust that thing back out again, and be able to have a service order system that goes ding, and we look and say, okay, here's what room and what issue. So we're getting closer on that. The hard part on that is going to be getting housekeeping involved, getting them to participate, and then making sure that we're all trained up on it as well. So more to come, but we're getting closer. Some important dates coming up. We got the gate is going to be installed. The new parking gate system is going to start the installation on December 3rd. That's going to be awesome. Can't wait to get that thing in. That's been dragging out. I've been all these meetings and stuff. It's going to be a pretty high-tech system, and hopefully once we get it installed, it's not like the old system where we got to mess with it all the time. I'm hoping that it's solid as a rock. So next month we got holidays, Thanksgiving. Couple guys I know don't care much for those holidays. Couple guys do. Let's talk ahead of time about who needs what and when. And Josh is going to need a day off or two for hunting. So that's in mid-November. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But if anybody has any needs scheduling wise or whatever, try to give us as much time as possible. Let us know ahead of time, because we are a small team. We got to cover each other's butts. Looking forward, we got the cooling tower cleaning tomorrow, October 25th. They're going to come out, Nalco, this is part of our service agreement with them. They're going to come out Mike's going to help them in the morning. He already has a game plan. Drain the tower, get it real clean and sanitized, and then we'll fill it back up. It's just an annual PM. New dryer coming in housekeeping. One of those big dryers, the one on the very right, has been dead for a long time. As you guys know, we're going to get a brand new one put in. Loomis is going to install that. I've already signed the proposal. Everything's already approved, so I'll have dates coming up on that, but they're happy. They're getting a new dryer. We got the tool crib I talked about. It used to be like the archive room down there. We cleared it completely out, and it's got a couple like those Craftsman tool chests in there now. We got all the corded tools on the shelves in there. We're going to continue to put things in there that are important. The little wire welder, torches, brazing torch sets, and just anything that we want to put in there that's valuable. Let's stick it in there and just stay organized about it. We have Johnson Controls coming out on the 4th and 5th of November to do fire panel deficiency repairs. So there's still 9 troubles on the fire panel. They're going to try to troubleshoot through and get as many of those corrected as possible, because the Overland Park Fire Chief has been giving me some visits, and he's a nice guy, but he's pressuring me to get those taken care of. So check for training emails. I haven't been seeing too many specific to too many of you guys, but just look in your own personal email. Sometimes it comes in the junk email part of your email, so keep an eye on that. And you guys are doing great on the chore list. Thank you guys for all getting involved on that. There's a revised version of the project list hanging up in there. As you guys are figuring out things we need for those projects, or things we need for any chore things and lists that you're creating for your walks and things, let me know. As you guys, I know you always do, and I'll get things ordered. We'll keep plowing ahead on all this stuff. The building's looking way better. People are a lot happier. This new approach that we're taking to just shutting off a bunch of the air handlers is actually working out right now through this like medium temperature time that we're going through right here. So keep being smart about the air handlers, guys. You guys know which ones have the biggest effect on the building, and we're getting down in the 40s overnights, high of upper 60s. So neutral most of the time on those, unless there's a reason why we need to temp them up and down. If there is a reason why you need to turn on one of the big units in full heat or full cooling, set a timer on your phone, communicate across shifts, make sure at the end of the night, Josh, you've been doing an awesome job. Jason, you too. Just make sure we're set for the overnight and into the morning, that we're not getting things extremely tempered in one way or another. So I know it's a lot of focus. Again, I always bitch about it. Wish we had a BMS system. We wouldn't be fussing with some of this stuff, but I'm thankful that I got a good team of guys that are communicating and taking care of business. And, we have occasional stumbles on that, but for the most part, we're running the building. Most people can't tell that we have a totally off the rails control system. So great job, team. We're going to be putting the pool furniture up soon too. I forgot to mention that, but and then there will also be the sale of the old pool furniture. So I know a couple of you guys mentioned you were interested in some patio furniture. As soon as I get that all pulled together, I'll try to make sure you guys have an early opportunity. I don't want to cut us in front of the other teams, but just let me know what you guys want as far as the furniture. I think it's going to be $20 for tables, $15 for the pool loungers, and then like $10 for chairs. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I'll go ahead and get us on a list. And that's pretty much it, man. Keep up the good work, guys. I'm happy. I'm proud of you guys, and I'm proud of what the hotel is doing. We're doing great. So keep up the good work, and let's have I don't know if I told you guys this. One more thing. We do have a snow removal service agreement with Brummel now. So I was about to say, let's have a good winter, and that's an important thing for me to mention. It's going to be a better, easier winter for us as a team, because we have a company to come out and plow the entire parking lot. We'll still have to take care of sidewalks, but just a collective sigh of relief for all of us that we're not out there trying to plow that whole big-ass lot with that little truck. So anyway, you guys get the gist of it. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you around the shop.